Hey, what's up? Let's do some math today. In this video, we're going to talk about finding missing dimensions. Now, I gotta caution you, this is not going to be as cool as it sounds like it's going to be. We're talking about finding missing dimensions. We're talking about finding either the height, the width, the length, the base, or something like that of a shape. All right. So our goal here is to use the area and work backwards. So let me just kind of give you a real simple example here. All right, before this, what we used to do was be like, okay, hey, here's a rectangle. This is 4, this is 2, what's the area? And you'd use the area formula and you'd be like, well, A is equal to 2 times 4, so area is equal to 8. And you'd walk away and be like, all right, I'm done, easy. Now, what we're gonna do is work backwards. I'm gonna say, hey, this is 2. We don't know what this is, but we know the area is equal to 8. So we got to figure out what the question mark is. We're going to use the area, 8 equals 2 times something, to figure out what that something has to be. Now, when it comes to these problems, we have two types. We got easy, we got hard. Easy, rectangle, and parallelogram, because their formulas are fairly straightforward. Area is equal to length times width. Area is equal to base times height. And so there's nothing too fancy going on in there. And so what we're going to do with these easy ones is we're just simply going to do a little division. We'll take the area, divide by the known quantity, and we'll find the missing dimension that way. Now, the harder ones are triangles and trapezoids. And that's because in each of these, we have a 1/2 in their area formula. So 1/2 base times height, 1/2 height times B1 plus, let me scroll over a little bit here, B2. That makes things a little bit tricky. So what we're gonna do for these is we're gonna automatically times by 2. Everything gets doubled up. Kind of everything, you'll see. Then we'll do our division and we'll find our missing piece. But the fact that we have to multiply 2 is what makes these a little more complicated and a little less counterintuitive. Or more counterintuitive. All right, so let's look at some examples. Let's start off with, that's not written that well. Let's clean that up a little bit here. That's supposed to say 63. There we go. All right, so and this is what we're going to see. We have a shape, we're told the area, we're given one of the dimensions, we have to find the other one. So what we'll do is use the area formula. Area is equal to base times height, and we're going to plug in our numbers. 63 is equal to 9 times our height. Now here, if you want to, you could just kind of ask yourself, 9 times what is 63? But if you're not sure, this is where the division step comes into play. We divide both sides by 9, and so we end up getting 7 is equal to h. Our height has to be 7. All right. Now, it doesn't matter, by the way, if we write it h equals 7, 7 equals h. Those are the same thing. I just like putting my variable on the left. It's a personal preference thing. So let's do another easy example. Here we have a rectangle. And so the formula for the area of a rectangle is area is equal to length times width. And we just plug in the numbers that we have. So 1.96 is equal to 0.2 width or length. It doesn't matter which one it is, really. Now here, we could ask ourselves what times 0.2 is 1.96, but we can really see how the division process comes into play here to help us solve. So off to the side, 0.2, 1.96, bump you over, so our decimal's there. 9, that gives me 18, 1, 6, 8. Perfect. So our question mark here has to be 9.8. So again, what we're doing is we're using the area formula, we're plugging in our known quantities, and then we do some division. Again, these were the easy examples. Let's look at something a little more difficult. So here we have a triangle where we're told its height is 8, its area is 40, but now we need to figure out what the base is. again, the first step is to take our area formula, 1/2 base times height, and plug in the known information. 40 is equal to 1/2, and then base times 8. Now, to make everything a lot smoother, I think it works well if we just multiply everything by 2. So we're going to multiply, and the way that works is you can kind of think of it like this. We're just going to times it by 2. We're going to move this 1/2 over there by timesing by 2. So when we do that, we will get 80 equals b times 8. So by multiplying by 2, we double up what's on this side, and we get rid of our 1/2. Now we have an equation that's a little easier to solve. We do a little division, and we get b is equal to 10. Our base has to be 10. Let's do another example of that. So here, again, our area formula is equal to 1/2 base times height. Our area is 30, is equal to 1/2 3 times our height. We'll do this step where we multiply everything by 2. So we get 60 is equal to 3h. Because again, we double this one, we get rid of that one, and then we divide by 3, and we're left with h is equal to 20. Box it, walk away. Finally, let's look at a trapezoid. So area formula is equal to 1/2 times our height times b1 plus b2. So I'm going to plug in all this information. 36 is equal to, and then our unknown height, oops, forgot the 1/2. 1/2 times our unknown height times 6 plus 3. Now, I'm going to do the thing where I bump the 1/2 over by timesing both sides by 2. So I'm going to get 72 is equal to, and then h times 9. I'm going to add these two together. Divide both sides by 9, divide both sides by 9. H is equal to 72 divided by 9, which is 8. And there we go. Now, again, some of this might be kind of tricky. Either it's one of those things that kind of clicks or it doesn't, but hopefully through lots of practice, you'll get better at it. So good luck on your practice, and let me know if you have any questions.